Thanks for waiting. I am Marino Ibiki, the examiner for the Chunin selection exam's first test, Ibiki said. We will now start the first test in the Chunin exam. Instead of your current seating arrangements, you will pick one of these numbers and sit in the seat where the numbers are. We will then head out the exams, Ibiki said. The first test, Naruto thought nostalgic as he sat next to Nada. Kid, when are you gonna go after the 𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐽? Maybe after the Chunin exams, Naruto thought. Now there are many important rules to this first test. I'll write it on the board while I explain, but questions will not be allowed, so listen carefully, Ibiki said. Rule 1, the test works on a point deduction system. Unlike regular tests, you all start off with a perfect score of 10 points. If you answer 3 questions wrong, your score is 7. Rule 2, every time a person is caught cheating they will lose 2 points, get caught cheating 5 times and you fail. That is what the sentinels you see to your sides are for, they will monitor you. Anyone caught cheating doesn't deserve to be here. Finally, you will be scored together with your team, and if one person on your team gets a 0 you all fail. The 10th question will be given out 45 minutes from now. Finished Ibiki. Sakura paled and started worrying about Naruto getting a 0, as she still didn't think he was intelligent, but rather, saw him as an idiot. Now begin, announced Ibiki. Everyone started to read the questions, and many quickly realized that they didn't know the answers for many, if not all of the questions, and came to the conclusion that they had to cheat. There were many different methods of cheating, such as using jujutsu, using pets to find answers, mirrors, and even jutsus. Naruto finished with his answers. Now all I have to do is sit back and wait, thought Naruto. As Naruto was about to lean back, a kunai whizzed past his face and into the test of the person behind him. What was that all about? Asked the genin. 5 strikes and you're out, you just failed the test, said the Chunin who threw the kunai. What, it can't be, cried the genin. The trend of failure continued and many teams failed, about 15 in total, and now the time of the 10th question was approaching. Kankuro chose that time to walk in just as Ibiki was getting ready to ask the 10th question. Ah, you've returned. I hope your trip to the bathroom was enlightening, said Ibiki with a small grin. Kankuro appeared nervous but walked back to his seat while dropping a tiny rolled up scroll near to Mari. Now listen carefully and try not to let the rules frighten you. Very well. Rule number 1, each of you is free to not take the question, it's your decision. Begun Ibiki. Whoa, so what's the catch? Say we don't want to take the question, asked Tamari. If you refuse to take the 10th question regardless of your answers to the other 9 you get a 0, meaning you fail along with your teammates, replied Ibiki. Murmurs went around of people saying that they would definitely take the question before Ibiki spoke. You didn't let me finish. If you choose to take the question and answer it wrong, you and your teammates will be barred from taking the Chunin exams forever. Hey, that's bull, there are lots of people who have taken this exam before, said Kiba angrily. Ibiki chuckled and said, I guess you're just unlucky, I wasn't making the rules before, but I am now. Of course if you don't want to take it you don't have to. If you're not feeling confident then by all means skip it and come back and try again next year, said Ibiki, who then laughed. Now then, the 10th question, those who don't want to take it raise your hand. Your number will be recorded and then you're free to go, finished Ibiki. After a while the person next to Naruto cracked, I'm out, he said, and apologized to his teammates. As soon as this happened many more quit. Sakura watched Naruto and thought he wouldn't put his hand up because he was stubborn. I can't let you do this to yourself, Naruto, thought Sakura while she begun to raise her hand. Naruto, your teammate is about to raise her hand, 𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐽. Naruto saw this happening, he raised his hand first. Many people were shocked at this turn of events, but then Naruto slammed his hand down and stood up. Don't underestimate me, I don't quit and I don't run. You can act tough all you want, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if I'm stuck as a genin for the rest of my life, I'll still be the strongest man, finished Naruto before sitting down. There, that stopped her, thought Naruto in relief. This decision is one that could change your life. If for any reason you would rather quit, now is your last chance, said Ibiki. No way, I never go back on my word, that's my way of the ninja, replied Naruto confidently. Interesting, that little outburst has given the others some backbone. He has persuaded them into staying. 78 left, more than I expected, but I don't see anyone wavering. I think that's it, thought Ibiki while looking around. The Chunin nodded to him and he nodded back. Well then, I admire your determination. If nothing else, for those of you remaining, there is only one thing left to do, and that's for me to tell you. You all passed the first exam, said Ibiki. What, do you mean we pass? Where is the 10th question? Asked Sakura. There wasn't one, or at least not a written one. Your decision to stay here was the answer to the 10th question, said Ibiki, smiling widely. So does that mean those other 9 questions you gave us were just a waste of time? Is that what you're saying? Asked Tamari. No, not at all, quite the opposite. They had a very important underlying purpose. The first 9 questions were to test your ability to surreptitiously gather strategic intelligence under the most adverse circumstances, informed 𝐫𝐞𝐸. Oh well, that clears up everything, said Temari, confused. Let me explain. My objective was to test how well you function as a part of a team, which is why you were scored as a team, so you would know that everything you would do or fail to do would affect your teammates. I wanted to see how you would cope with the pressure. The first 9 questions on the test were difficult, or as you may have realized, too difficult for any genin to be able to solve. I imagined many of you quickly realized you had to cheat to have any chance of passing. In fact, the test was designed to encourage cheating, it almost demanded it. Of course it would have done you little good if you had no one to cheat from, which is why I had 2 Chunin disguised to sit in with you. Those who were caught at it failed. Better not to cheat than to cheat clumsily. Information, it can be the most valuable weapon in battle. How well you gather it can be the difference between failure and success. There will be times when you will have to risk your life to get in, said 𝐫𝐞𝐸, taking off his forehead protector and revealing a mangled skull. Man, what a mess. Scars and puncture wounds, what he must have endured, whispered Sasuke. Of course you must always consider the source of your information. Intelligence gathered from the enemy is not necessarily accurate, always bear this in mind. Disinformation can be worse than no information at all. It can lead to the death of comrades or the loss of a village. That's why I put you in the position that you would have to gather accurate intelligence, cheat in order to survive, and that's why those who weren't good enough at it were weeded out, leaving the rest of you. Finished 𝐫𝐸. Okay, but I'm still not getting what the whole 10th question thing is all about, said Temari. You're not, the 10th question was the whole point of the exam, surely you see that? Asked 𝐫𝐸. Sure, but explain it anyway, said Sakura. As I said before, the purpose was to test you as part of a squad, not just individuals. The final question gave you 2 options, both difficult. Play it safe knowing that would mean you fail or take a risk and possibly be stuck as a genin forever. It was a no-win situation, the type Chunin have to deal with every day. Let me give you a hypothetical, you need to retrieve a sacred document. You have no idea how many ninja there are guarding it, furthermore you have reason to believe they expect you. Can you pass up the mission to live another day? No, of course not. Many missions Chunin take appear almost suicidal if you think about them, but you do not think about them, you think only of accomplishing the mission through courage and discipline. These are the qualities required of a Chunin squad leader. Those who choose the safer of 2 paths, those whose determination would falter in the face of adversity, those who would put their comrades' lives in jeopardy worrying about their own lives, those who would save their necks at the price of sacred honor, will never be able to call themselves Chunin, at least while I'm around. As for the rest of you, you have successfully answered the 10 questions I put to you. You have earned the right to continue on with the next step. You have passed through the first gate, and I hereby declare this part of the Chunin selection exams completed. There is nothing left but to wish you all good luck, said 𝐫𝐸. Just then something flew through the window. 2 kunai attached to a cloth were thrown into the roof, and a person emerged. The person had light brown, pupil-less eyes. Her violet hair was done up in a short, somewhat spiky ponytail. She was wearing a tan overcoat, complete with a fitted mesh bodysuit that stretched from her neck down to her thighs. She wore a dark orange miniskirt, as well as a leaf forehead protector, a small pendant that looked like a snake fang on a thick cord, rather than a chain to prevent it from being easily torn off in combat, a wristwatch, and shin guards. She also wore a dark blue belt around her waist that connected to her skirt, that had an appendage-like sash. This isn't the time to be celebrating. I'm your next proctor, Anko Mitarashi, said the woman. Naruto, you definitely have to add her to your harem. 𝐸𝐴𝐳. Yes. Naruto thought. You're early, again, said 𝐫𝐸. Anko blushed in embarrassment. She then looked around before speaking. How many are there? 𝐫𝐸, you let all these guys pass. Your test was too easy, you must be getting soft. Or it could be a stronger group of candidates this year, replied 𝐫𝐸. Trust me, when I'm through with them, more than half will be eliminated, Anko said with a sadistic smirk. More than half? Asked Sakura fearfully. This is going to be fun. You maggots have had it easy so far, but things are going to be different now. Go home now and I'll tell your squad leaders where and when to meet me for the second exam. Dismissed, said Anko. All of the Chunin candidates left. The next day, the genin were standing in front of a forest surrounded by metal gates 3 meters high, with heaps of locks and warning signs. Well, nice place. What is it? Said 𝐫𝐸. This is the location for the second stage of the exam, the 44th battle training zone, but we call it the Forest of Death, said Anko. Wow, this place creeps me out, said Sakura. Well, we call it the Forest of Death for a reason, and soon enough you're going to find out why, said Anko grinning. Naruto huffed before mocking Anko. They call it the Forest of Death, and soon enough you're going to find out why. Who do you think you're trying to intimidate? Do your worst. So looks like we've got a tough guy. Said 𝐸𝐸 smiling before throwing a kunai at Naruto. The kunai scratched his cheek. After throwing the kunai, 𝐸𝐸 body flickered behind Naruto and told him it is always the cocky ones that die first. Instantly Naruto appeared behind her. He hugged her from behind. 𝐸𝐸-chan, don't try something like that again. I would hate to hurt someone as pretty as you. Naruto whispers in her ear. He is fast, thought the other Chunin candidates. The kid is fast. He feels so warm, 𝐸𝐸 thought. Naruto let her go. Now before we begin this test, I have something you all need to sign and agree to. It is a standard consent form which shows that if you die, the Leaf and I are in no way accountable, otherwise if you die I would be held responsible. Said 𝐸𝐸, who then started laughing. This test is a survival test. You need to get through the battle zone. You will each enter through one of the 44 entrances and need to make your way to the center, to a locked tower. To pass, all you need to do is get a set of these two scrolls, one heaven and the other earth, and arrive at the tower with all of your teammates. Finished 𝐸𝐸. Both scrolls? Asked Sasuke. Yes, so half will be going after the heaven scroll, while the other half will be going after the earth scroll. Anything goes, but there is only one rule, you must never open either scroll. Said 𝐸𝐸 seriously. The Genin signed the forms. After signing them, 𝐸𝐸 assigned the teams to a gate. All the Genin arrived at a gate and waited until the signal was given at 3 p.m. Time passed until there were 10 seconds to go. Alright maggots, the second test begins in 3, 2, 1, now. Announced 𝐸𝐸. The gates opened and all the teams rushed in. Only 5 minutes and the sounds of a team screaming were heard outside of the forest. Looks like the fun has begun. I feel sorry for the other participants. I look forward to seeing to what you achieve, kid. Said 𝐸𝐸. With Team 7. Okay, I'm going to go ambush a team. The rest of you head to the tower. Said Naruto. Just why should we listen to you, loser? Sasuke asked. Yeah, what can you do on your own? Asked Sakura. Naruto then released his killing intent and said, I can get the scroll. Keep in mind that I am stronger than the two of you. Also, I don't go back on my word, so trust me, I'll get the scroll. Sasuke grumbled, but he knew that Naruto was right and that he was capable and the strongest. Fine, but if you die, loser, I'll bring you back and kill you again for making us fail. Said Sasuke while smirking. Know that applies to you as well, Uchiha. After all, you won't be able to avenge anyone if you're dead. Replied Naruto arrogantly. Sasuke huffed and he along with Sakura left. With Naruto tracked down a team hidden rain team. He saw that they were setting up traps. One had wire which he was looping around the trees and certain branches, while the other was placing paper bombs in the spots furthest away from any ninja wire to trap those who escaped the wire, while the last kept watch. Naruto killed the one on watch with water pistol. He then killed the other two with a wind spear. He searched the corpses and found the earth scroll they needed, pocketed it, and left to rejoin his team. But Sasuke and Sakura were hopping along the trees and were about halfway to the tower when Sasuke felt that they were being followed. Sasuke put his hand out and mouthed follow to Sakura, and she understood. They set up a few wire traps which would launch kunai if tripped, but other than that kept going as fast as they could to the tower. When they were only about 500 meters away, a kunai with an explosive tag attached to it landed near them. They all jumped away before it exploded and looked in the direction it came from. The grass ninja with a straw hat was there and looked at Sasuke before speaking. I think your trap making skills need some work, although maybe you were in a rush. After all, the prey must never let down its guard in the face of its predator. The ninja looked them all in the eye and they all saw their deaths. Sasuke and Sakura were greatly affected by the grass ninja's killing intent. Sasuke and Sakura were paralyzed by fear. They couldn't move an inch. Orochimaru used this opportunity to give Sasuke the curse mark. When Sasuke received the mark, he became unconscious. Oh, it seems your teammate is on his way here. Orochimaru said. He disappeared. Just, who was that? Asked Sakura, who was still rather shaken. With Naruto was halfway to his team when he felt a dark presence near him. He dodged a sword strike. The unusual thing was that this sword was being held by a tongue. Naruto jumped back to avoid the second slash aimed at his head and to survey his opponent. It was a grass ninja wearing a straw hat and had an abnormally long tongue. Well, it seems that you aren't as helpless as your teammates, though it would seem. Said the ninja while swallowing his sword. The ninja then proceeded to release some of his killer intent, but Naruto released twice as much. If isn't Orochimaru? Naruto said as he released his killing. You know me. Interesting, to think you can stand up and return my killing intent. Orochimaru. I am interested in using your services. Naruto. What do you need of me? Orochimaru. Naruto then tells him about the Otsutsuki clan and its threat to humanity. To think there is a clan that has all the three great doujutsu. Orochimaru said, excited. If you help me fight against them. I will give you Otsutsuki corpse to experiment with Naruto. Yes, I will help you, Orochimaru said excited. Does the Hokage know about the Otsutsuki clan? Orochimaru. No. Naruto. I guess I should call off my invasion. Orochimaru. No, you can continue with that. Naruto. So the talk about becoming Hokage was a lie. You do hate the village as much as I do. Orochimaru. Yes. Naruto. This was a nice chat, I will be going now. I look forward to working with you. And you go to your teammates before my sound ninja, take care of them. Orochimaru laughed while turning into mud, leaving Naruto. See you soon, said Naruto, and with that he was off. Naruto arrived to see Sasuke and Lee were unconscious, Sakura was badly beaten and bleeding, Choji looked beaten up but was on his feet, Ino was passed out and being held by Shikamaru, who looked relatively unharmed. The area they were in was torn up and all the trees around the clearing were missing branches from heavy hits. Would you guys like some help? Asked Naruto from the branch he was standing on. Yes, Shikamaru. Okay, since you don't need my help I will take a nap. Naruto. You bastard, come help us. Shikamaru yells. Oh great, more leaf ninja, you guys are like cockroaches, slam one down and two more crawl out. Said the bandaged sound ninja. I just kidding, Shikamaru. Naruto. Naruto blitzed the sound ninja. In no time at all the ninja was exhausted and badly beaten. Well, this was going on, almost all Genin conscious were thinking, is this Naruto? Naruto was about to punch the ninja in the gut but stopped a hair away. Sasuke rose up covered in purple chakra and had strange marks covering half of his body. Sakura, who did this to you? He asked in a calm voice. We did, and you're going to experience the same thing they did, boasted one of the sound ninja. Zaku, no wait. Cried the ninja Naruto was next to. Slicing sound wave. Yelled Zaku while blasting air out of his palms at Sasuke, Sakura and Lee. When the dust cleared, nothing was there. See Dosu, nothing to worry about. Said Zaku before Sasuke appeared behind him and struck him with his forearm, sending him into Naruto, who delivered multiple punches. After he was done he kicked him away. Sasuke appeared behind him and grabbed his arms with his foot on his back. You seem very proud of these arms, very attached to them. Said Sasuke while pulling his arms. What are you doing? Asked Zaku before crying out in pain due to having his arms dislocated. Looks like you're the only one left. Stated Sasuke before walking to Dosu. No, stop. Yelled Sakura before clamping onto Sasuke from behind. Please stop. She whimpered. Sasuke turned, looked at her, and the marks begun to recede. You two are strong, in fact too strong for us. Said Dosu in pain. We will make a trade, we will give you our scrolls if you spare us. Said Dosu. Keep it. Said Naruto, who pulled out their heaven scroll as well as the earth scroll he retrieved. Very well, but next time we won't run from you. We will fight. Said Dosu while picking up his teammates and then leaving. After he left there was uncomfortable silence before Naruto spoke up. Well, that was fun. He laughed cheerfully while everyone blinked and stared at him, wondering how could be so childish. Is there something on my face? He said, noticing everyone's looks. No, it is nothing. Shikamaru. Ino went over to Sakura and Tenten shook Lee awake. Sakura, what's the deal with Naruto? He has gotten stronger, asked Ino. He has changed a lot since the academy. That part we remember from the academy is still there somewhere, but sometimes he becomes a totally different person and kills without remorse. But he is still nothing compared to Sasuke. She replied. Ino stored that bit of information away before getting on Sakura's case for hugging Sasuke, who responding in kind, teasing her about how she is jealous. Shikamaru and Choji were sitting with Naruto, both giving him curious glances until he spoke. What? They looked at him before Choji asked what was that all about. What was what about? He replied, feigning stupidity. When did you get so strong? Supplied Shikamaru, who was also intrigued about Naruto. That is a secret. He replied with a smile. Choji accepted this while Shikamaru was wondering when Naruto changed. Neji was the most suspicious as his Byakugan had been activated when he arrived and saw traces of purple chakra on the Uchiha, felt evil, and the chakra coming from Naruto Dojutsu was similar to the Byakugan. Interesting. Thought Neji before jumping down to Lee and Tenten. Line break. After a while the Leaf Ninja left 3 at a time until it was Sasuke, Sakura and Naruto left. We need to get to the tower, Sakura needs medical attention now. Stated Naruto while picking Sakura up. Sasuke nodded and Sakura helped him up and they left heading to the tower, while Sakura told Naruto what happened about how Orochimaru ambushed them, how Sasuke had gotten bitten, and how she tried fighting of the sound ninja until Lee and Team 10 arrived. Sakura, know this, if you don't train you are only a burden to this team. Said Naruto. Sakura was going to retort but Naruto's intel told her. Sasuke will become more interested in you if you become stronger. Time skip. They arrived at the tower with no trouble and entered to find a scroll with writing on it hanging from the wall, which Sakura started reading. If qualities of heaven are your desire, acquire wisdom to take your mind higher. If earthly qualities are what you lack, train your body and prepare to attack. When heaven and earth are open together, the perilous path will be righteous forever. This something is the secret way that guides us from this place today. She finished. Something? Questioned Sasuke. It looks like there is a word missing or something, replied Sakura. I think it means we should open the scrolls now. Naruto and Sasuke opened one each. The scrolls exploded into smoke, and in the smoke there was a man. They waited for the smoke to clear until the person was visible. It's you, said Sasuke. Hey guys, long time no see, said Iruka smiling. Iruka-sensei, what are you doing here? Asked Sakura. I'm here to welcome you back and congratulate you on passing the second phase of the Chunin exams, said Iruka smiling. Iruka told them about the purpose of the second exam, which in addition to survival, was to test the integrity of the ninja, to not read classified documents, or in this case the scrolls. After that he bid them farewell and they went into the tower's inner area. Naruto found out that Kiba's team had already arrived as well as Gaara's team. Since there were still 2 days until the exams were over, Naruto decided to spar with his clones. After placing Sakura in the designated medical ward so they could look her over, he looked around for a place where he could be alone and found the arena for the preliminaries. He created clones and started sparring. Time skip. After 2 hours, Naruto had decided he had enough practice. He was about to leave the area when Gaara approached him. Naruto Otsutsuki, he said in that same monotonous tone he always used. Gaara, replied Naruto, inclining his head slightly to see Gaara as he was sitting on the floor. Would you look into my eyes? Naruto said as his eyes changed into the Mangekyo Sharingan. Naruto used a genjutsu on him. He showed Gaara their battle and how he changed him. You defeated me. What was that? Gaara. I am from the future, Gaara. That was my memories. I can fix your seal for you, Naruto. Thanks, Naruto. Gaara. Naruto then fixed Gaara's seal. What are you gonna do about the invasion? Gaara. I will handle it. When it happens, Naruto. Well, let's talk soon. Gaara says as he offers Naruto a handshake. Don't break Lee's leg this time, Naruto said as he shakes his hand. Yes. Gaara. With Kabuto. Kabuto and his team meet with Orochimaru before the next stage of the exam start, and Kabuto gives him the intel he's gathered on Sasuke. You two can leave. There is something I want to say to Kabuto in private. Orochimaru. The two leave. So what is you want to talk about, Lord Orochimaru? Kabuto. I have allied myself with Naruto Uzumaki. Orochimaru. Allied? You make it sound like he is your equal. Orochimaru. Kabuto, he is far stronger than me. Orochimaru. He is stronger than Orochimaru. Maybe I should consider serving him, Kabuto thought. 2 days later. The second phase of the exams was now over. The teams that made it were Team 7, 8 and 10, Guy's team, the Sound team, the Sand team and Kabuto's team. The teams assembled in the arena that Naruto had been practicing in before, with the Hokage standing in front of the Genin with their Jonin behind him. He told them that the Chunin exam served the purpose of not only testing ninja, but also of moderating the levels of the ninja in each nation, as well as developing friendship. Just tell me the details of the exam, I can handle anything you can throw at me, said Gaara when the Hokage finished speaking and answering other questions. Very well, I will now tell you exactly what the details of the third exam are, said the Hokage. Just then 𝐸 appeared bowing in front of the Hokage and asked him if he could speak first, to which the Hokage obliged. 𝐸 explained that they needed to hold a preliminary as there were too many people, which was met with cries of outrage, but he justified it by talking about the fact that many important nobles and feudal lords would be coming to see them and they didn't want to waste their time, and that they were only looking for the best of the best shinobi. The preliminaries will begin immediately. If any of you aren't in top physical condition, now is the time to quit, said 𝐸. Kabuto gave up, but no one else did. Sakura wanted Sasuke to, but he told her that the only reason he fights is to test himself, and that all the best are here. So what am I supposed to just watch you suffer? I can't bear to watch, cried Sakura. Then don't watch. But stay out of it, has nothing to do with you. I am an avenger, whether I become a Chunin or not means less than nothing to me. My goal is to test myself against the best, and the best of the best are all here, replied Sasuke. Sasuke, she just cares about you, you don't have to be so mean, Naruto said playfully. Naruto, you are one of the ones I want to fight the most, said Sasuke grinning. Brother, we can do that, will you reach my level? Naruto thought. Now, the preliminaries will follow sudden death elimination of one-on-one matches, with only the winner moving on to the third exam. As for the rules, there are none. You will fight until one dies or concedes defeat or is rendered physically incapable of continuing. Naturally those who are losing are encouraged to quit to avoid having a fatal outcome. Also as Proctor I will intervene if the situation seems hopeless to save as many lives as possible. Now we will see what fate is in store for you," said 𝐸𝐻𝐻. Anko spoke a command and a panel on the back wall diagonal from the hands opened revealing a screen. The panel you see will give the names of the 2 competitors who are chosen completely at random. "I guess there is nothing more to say, so let's begin," concluded 𝐸𝐻𝐻. The screen begun going through names and landed on Sasuke Uchiha vs 𝐤𝐢𝐻𝐻. "But everyone whose name was not just shown, please go to the upper level," said 𝐸𝐻𝐻. Kakashi walked by Sasuke and said, "Don't use your Sharingan. If you let that curse seal take over, I'll have to jump in and stop the match. Good luck." "Stop the match?" thought Sasuke in fear of not being able to fight. "But Sasuke Uchiha, 𝐤𝐢𝐻𝐻, are you ready?" asked 𝐸𝐻𝐻. "Yeah," confirmed Sasuke. "Yes," agreed 𝐤𝐢𝐻𝐻. 𝐤𝐢𝐻's appearance was greatly concealed by the mask he wore around his mouth that hung to around his neck, sunglasses that obscured his eyes, and his forehead protector which he wore like a bandana. He also wore what appeared to be the standard attire of his team, consisting of a high-collared, sleeveless navy blue shirt with a short-sleeved white one underneath, a simple obi around his waist, pants, sandals and fingerless gloves. "In that case, let the first match of the preliminaries begin," announced 𝐸𝐻𝐻. Sasuke jumped back and pulled out a kunai, while 𝐤𝐢𝐻 put his hand in front of his body and surrounded it with chakra. 𝐤𝐢𝐻 flung 3 shuriken at Sasuke and who sent them back with his kunai. "Aw," cringed Sasuke. "Damn it, this thing is responding to my chakra," thought Sasuke as he raised his hand to his curse seal. "You're mine," shouted 𝐤𝐢𝐻 as he charged at Sasuke. Sasuke swept his leg and locked 𝐤𝐢𝐻's arm between his legs. "Got him?" Sasuke smirked, thinking he had him captured, but then 𝐤𝐢𝐻 turned his hand around and grabbed Sasuke's collar. "I feel so weak," thought Sasuke. 𝐤𝐻𝐻 then brought his arm down and intended to hit Sasuke's solar plexus, but Sasuke released his hold and slid away. "Got you," said 𝐤𝐻𝐻, who leapt up and grabbed Sasuke by his head and pushed him to the ground. "My chakra, what are you doing?" gasped Sasuke. "Haha, you're just noticing it now, are you?" laughed 𝐤𝐻𝐻. "So weak, what am I going to do?" thought Sasuke. At that moment thought about how weak he was compared to others. Zabuza, Naruto, the grass ninja and Itachi. "Why am I so weak?" Sasuke thought. "Sasuke, are you gonna get beaten by this weakling? If you can't even beat this weakling, then how are you gonna kill your brother, Naruto?" Hearing Naruto say this lit a fire inside Sasuke. "I won't lose here," said Sasuke. Sasuke coiled up his legs and extended them, quickly pushing 𝐤𝐻𝐻 off him. When he was getting up he saw Lee. "That's it," he thought before charging at 𝐤𝐻𝐻. Sasuke flipped onto his hand and gave 𝐤𝐻𝐻 a powerful super kick which sent him into the air. Sasuke then used a dancing leaf shadow and appeared behind 𝐤𝐻𝐻 in midair. "Okay, I'll admit I borrowed that move, but from here, it's all original," said Sasuke. Sasuke swung his leg to kick 𝐤𝐻𝐻 in the ribs. 𝐤𝐻𝐻 blocked it, but it was a distraction as Sasuke used the momentum to swing his arm up and nail 𝐤𝐻𝐻 in his neck and send him flying down. "Come back, I'm not done yet," said Sasuke, who then kicked him down and finally gave him an axe kick, smashing him onto the floor while saying Lion's Barrage. 𝐸𝐻𝐻 looked at 𝐤𝐻𝐻 and Sasuke. 𝐤𝐻𝐻 was unconscious and Sasuke was still conscious but tired. "Winner, Sasuke Uchiha," 𝐸𝐻𝐻 announced. Kakashi appeared behind Sasuke and said, "Let's go, we need to get that mark sealed up." "And we go after the matches?" asked Sasuke. "No, sorry," said Kakashi, giving his eye smile and body flickered with Sasuke. After they left, the board spit out 2 more names. "Next match, Shino Aburam vs Sakura Bumi, will the contestants please come down?" called 𝐸𝐻𝐻. Line break. Sasuke and Kakashi were in a dimly lit room with candles being the only light source. Sasuke was shirtless and sat in the middle of a large seal array. "Okay Sasuke, this seal I'm about to put on you will seal up the curse mark, however, it is only as strong as your will, so you have to make sure it doesn't break," said Kakashi. Kakashi made numerous hand signs before saying curse sealing. Sasuke cried out in pain for a while as all the kanji crawled across the floor and his body and went inside the curse mark, forming a ring around the mark, at which point he passed out. Line break. "If you fight me you won't be able to recover. Forfeit," said Shino in his stoic monotone voice. "Hey, what do you know, looks like I have a bit of movement in one," said Zaku as his left arm started twitching before he pulled it out of the sling and aimed it at Shino. "One good arm is all I need to beat you," shouted Zaku as he charged at Shino. Zaku attempted a straight punch at Shino's face, but Shino raised his arm and blocked it. "I told you, you can't beat me," spoke Shino. "Oh yeah, slicing sound wave," shouted Zaku as air came rushing out of the hole in his palm which blasted Shino away. Line break. Why, you've grown, Kakashi, to think you can perform the curse sealing," said Orochimaru, who appeared from behind a pillar. "You? What are you doing here?" demanded Kakashi, taking a defensive stance. "Long time no see, Kakashi, but I didn't come here for you. I have some business with that boy behind you," replied Orochimaru. "What do you want with Sasuke?" asked Kakashi, narrowing his single eye. "It seems as though you have gained something since the last time we met, the Sharingan in your left eye. How I envy your good fortune," said Orochimaru, who then paused before continuing. "It is only fair that I should want it too. Don't you think? The power of the Uchiha," finished Orochimaru. Line break. Shino calmly stood up and stared down Zaku. "I told you, you can't beat me, look behind you," said Shino. Zaku looked behind him and his eyes widened, seeing heaps of bugs when Shino spoke again. "You are trapped now. You have one arm which you can use to attack me, but if you do, my bugs will be upon you. On the other hand, you could attack my bugs, but that would leave you open to me. It's always a good idea to have an ace in the hole," finished Shino, who began to gather up his chakra while forming the ram sign. Line break. "You know this sound village that everyone is so curious about, it's mine," said Orochimaru. "You see, in order to play the game you need pieces to put on the chessboard, willing pawns," elaborated Orochimaru. "So, is Sasuke one of these pawns?" asked Kakashi. "No, Sasuke is a much more valuable piece than a pawn," said Orochimaru. Line break. Zaku's other arm started to twitch and he pulled it out of his sling. "Hey, what do you know, I got movement in my other arm as well." "Always have an ace in the hole, isn't that what you said?" asked Zaku, who then fully extended his arm and pointed one at Shino and one at the bug slicing sound wave, shouted Zaku. Nothing came out of his wind holes, but his arms were blasted off at the elbow. "Ugh, what is this?" cried Zaku in pain. Shino appeared behind Zaku and spoke. "I plugged up both of you arms, just in case you were faking. It seems I was wise to do so." "Well, I did say an ace in the hole is good, 2 aces in the hole is better," said Shino, who then punched Zaku in the back, sending him sprawling on the ground and almost unconscious. "Hey," checked Zaku before announcing winner, Shino Aburam. Line break. Orochimaru stepped forward towards Sasuke and Kakashi charged up a lighting blade in response. "Take one more step and one of us will die here. I don't care if you're one of the Sannin, the legendary 3 ninja, come any closer to Sasuke and I'll kill you," shouted Kakashi, his lone eye blazing in fury. Orochimaru started laughing and then looked Kakashi straight in the eye. "Kakashi, you're very brave and very stupid. I'll leave for now, but Sasuke is an avenger. One day he will come looking for me in search of power," said Orochimaru as he walked away before he paused and said, "Unless you follow through with your threat to kill me, that is," stated Orochimaru while releasing a bit of bloodlust. Kakashi was terrified but kept his lighting blade going in an attempt to hide his fear. Orochimaru kept laughing and walked away until he disappeared from sight. "One of us will die here. I must have been out of my mind," thought Kakashi in fear. He then takes Sasuke to the hospital. Kakashi then used a body flicker and appeared behind Naruto and Sakura. "Oh, Kakashi-sensei, you're back. How's Sasuke?" asked Sakura. "Oh, he's fine, but I think you should be more worried about yourself now. Look," said Kakashi, pointing towards the board as it showed. Sakura Haruno vs Ino Yamanaka. The two begin fighting instantly, although they both fail to successfully attack the other. Neji wonders if their fighting skill is the best Kunoichi can do, only for Tenten to state that their lack of fighting prowess is not because they are female, but rather because they are restraining themselves. Sakura, unwilling to lose to Ino and not happy with the fact that Ino is pulling her punches and taking pity on her, insults Ino. The flashback is shown, where Ino teaches Sakura about the significance of flowers in an arrangement. She uses the cosmos flower as an example, and that Tarawort works to complement it. Sakura asks if that means she's just there to compliment Ino's beauty, to which she denies, adding Sakura as a bud waiting to bloom. Another memory is shown, where Sakura tells Ino that when she chooses to wear her forehead protector properly, that's when she becomes a true shinobi. After trading insults, Sakura removes her forehead protector from her head and places it on her forehead. Ino removes hers from her waist and also places it on her forehead. As true rivals, the pair then rush at one another, finally deciding to take the battle seriously. Sakura and Ino continue exchanging blows with neither able to gain the upper hand and running out of chakra. She berates Ino for being too focused on beauty rather than her Kunoichi skills, causing her to cut her hair off and throw it on the ground. Desperate, Ino decides to use mind-body transfer to force Sakura to forfeit, despite knowing how inaccurate it is and that she will be left immobile if it misses. Sakura dodges the attack and appears to have won, but finds herself trapped by the strands of Ino's cut hair, which have been infused with chakra to form a binding rope. Ino reveals to only have pretended to miss on purpose, intending to lead her into the trap. She uses mind-body transfer again, knowing it can't miss now, and succeeds on gaining control of Sakura's body. Having gained control, Ino tries to make Sakura forfeit the match. Just then, Naruto yells at her not to give up, prompting inner Sakura to appear and force Ino out of her head. Although confused by what happened, Ino lacks the energy to try again. Kakashi presumes that Ino's lack of chakra was a factor in Sakura's small victory, but also takes note of her strong will. They both charge at each other to exchange final blows, resulting in a double knockout. 𝐸8 decides that neither of them will pass to the next round. Ankuro vs 𝐫𝐸 Kabuto's teammate. Ankuro easily wins his battle against Misumi by tricking him into attacking 𝐫𝐸 puppet. In retaliation, 𝐫𝐸 snaps Misumi's neck, though he survives due to his ability to contort himself. Shikamaru vs Kin. Shikamaru tries the shadow imitation technique, but Kin easily evades and throws some senbon with bells attached to him. Shikamaru recognizes the trick and mocks her for using such basic techniques. Kin then rings the bells on the senbon, starting her genjutsu. Shikamaru gets caught in Kin's bell ring genjutsu, unable to move, while Kin proceeds to attack him with more senbon. However, when Kin tries to attack again, she suddenly realizes that she can't move. Shikamaru tells her that he extended his shadow imitation technique through the shadow of the wire she's holding. He then throws a shuriken at Kin, which she imitates. When Shikamaru ducks backwards to evade it, Kin is forced to imitate him, but she did not realize that she was too close to the wall, hitting her head and knocking herself out. Naruto vs 𝐫𝐞𝐫. Hey look Akamaru, it's us against the dead last. Looks we just won the lottery. 𝐫𝐞𝐫. Akamaru barked in agreement. Next match 𝐫𝐞𝐫 in Inuzuka vs Naruto Uzumaki. Will the contestants please come down? Called 𝐸8. Sorry 𝐫𝐞𝐫, don't take it personally if I blow you away. Naruto. Ugh, that is just what I was going to say. Only not so politely, right Akamaru? Akamaru barked in agreement. Talk is cheap 𝐫𝐞𝐫, let's wait until the end of the match. Naruto. Sorry Kakashi, but your boy will lose. It doesn't matter how much he has changed. He still does not stand a chance against 𝐫𝐞𝐫. Kurenai. Is that so? Like Naruto said, talk is cheap. Let's make a bet, if Naruto wins you go on a date with him. Kakashi. And if 𝐫𝐞𝐫 wins you have to stop reading those perverted books for a year and come early to all your meetings. They both agreed to the bet. Kurenai 𝐫𝐫 does not stand a chance against Naruto. He is probably the strongest of the Chunin candidates. Thought Kakashi. I wonder how much stronger he has gotten since he became a genin. Probably not much. Thought 𝐫𝐫. Look, I feel sorry for you, so I am gonna finish you with one blow. 𝐫𝐫. Let's just fight 𝐫𝐫. I got better things to do than waste my time on you. Naruto. You sure talk tough, you dead last. 𝐫𝐫. If you are ready you can begin. 𝐸8. Yes, both Naruto and 𝐫𝐫 said. Begin, said 𝐸8. Tunneling Fang. Shouted 𝐫𝐫 as he leapt at Naruto and begun spinning. Naruto dodges 𝐫𝐵's attack. The attack hit the ground. The attack causes a small crater. After that 𝐫𝐫 and Naruto started fighting using taijutsu. 𝐫𝐵 was losing badly. 𝐫𝐵 jumped away from and told Akamaru it was time for the Fang over Fang. Let's go Akamaru. Fang over Fang. 𝐫𝐵 said as he Akamaru and leapt at Naruto while spinning. Naruto snapped his fingers. When Naruto did this, 𝐫𝐵 and Akamaru were slammed into the ground. Naruto used his gravity release to strengthen gravity to slam into the ground with tremendous force. What is this? I can't move. It feels like something heavy is pushing me down, thought 𝐫𝐵. You should give up. I would hate to hurt you. Naruto says as he suddenly steps on 𝐫𝐵's arm. Not really. Naruto thought. Arg. 𝐫𝐵 screams. Uzumaki. Naruto, that is enough. 𝐸8 says he puts on his hand on Naruto's shoulder. You should keep your hands to yourself if you don't want to lose it, Naruto said as he took his foot off 𝐫𝐵. Winner of the match Naruto. 𝐸8. Everyone stared at Naruto, and most were thinking something along the lines of when did Naruto become this good and sadistic. Meanwhile the Leaf villagers were glaring at Naruto. What just happened? This is impossible. How could 𝐫𝐫 lose? Kurenai thought. Kurenai, don't forget our bet. You have to go on a date with Naruto. Kakashi. Medics came to pick up 𝐫𝐫. After they took 𝐫𝐫, 𝐸8 announced that would have a small break. Time skip. On with the next match. Said 𝐸8 as the board started going through names before landing on Neji Hyuga vs Hinata Hyuga. Both walked down, Neji with a purposeful stride and Hinata with a timid stride. I never thought that we would have to fight each other, Hinata. Said Neji. Nor I, brother. Replied Hinata. Brother? Are they brother and sister? Asked Naruto while slightly raising his left eyebrow. No, they're both members of the Hyuga clan. Technically they're cousins. Answered Kakashi. Still their family, it must be hard for them. Said Sakura. It may not be as hard you think. I heard that there is some bad blood between the main and branch houses. The branch family, which Neji is a part of, is upset with something the main family, which Hinata is a part of, did. Additionally, Neji is considered a genius of the clan, while Hinata is seen as a disgrace. Furthermore, Neji, being a branch member, is forced into being under the control of the main branch. Finished Lee. Give up Hinata. You can't deceive my eyes. When you looked up, you remembered your past, your bitter past. Then you glanced down and thought what would happen if you fought me and realized you would lose. Also, your habit of raising your arm up in front of yourself while touching your lip is your way of putting a wall between us. People can't change, once a failure always a failure. You never really wanted to be in the Chunin exams, but to apply you need a team of 3, and you didn't want to let 𝐫𝐸 down, didn't you? Said Neji with increasing intensity. No, you're wrong. I wanted to see if I could change. Said Hinata. Like I said, once a failure always a failure. People can't change. Said Neji. Don't listen to him, Hinata. Me and Shino believe in you. You can change. Said 𝐫𝐸. Some fire has returned to her eyes. Thought Neji. Hinata made hand signs before shouting Byakugan. Hinata took a stance and said, defend yourself, brother. Neji mirrored the stance. Let the 4th match begin. Said 𝐤𝐢𝐧𝐝. Neji charged and shot an open palm strike at Hinata, which she blocked with her own palm thrust to the inside of Neji's arm, which sent chakra flying out of their hands. This kept up until Hinata struck Neji in his stomach. Did she get him? Asked Sakuura. Kakashi raised his headband and had a look amazing. Was all he said. Neji pulled Hinata's sleeve back and there were a bunch of angry looking red marks on her arm. You mean, all this time you were, mumbled Hinata. Yes, I have sealed all the chakra points in your arms. You can no longer use the gentle fist as you can no longer eject chakra from your hands. Give up. Commanded Neji. Hinata trembled, unsure of herself, when Neji spoke up again. Hinata, you are the pampered offspring of the main branch. Despite this, you are too gentle and caring. You should never have become a shinobi. As a shinobi you are meant to be cruel, uncaring and hold no sympathy for others in your way. You can't do this as it conflicts with your very nature and therefore you are suffering. Spoke Neji condescendingly. Brother, while it is true I have been suffering, you have been suffering much more than I. Hinata said softly. Neji's eyes hardened in an instant and he sent 2 palm thrusts, one to her gut and one to her face. She then tried to rise but coughed up a fair bit of blood. After regaining herself she got up again, but 𝐤𝐸𝐽 could tell it was over and was about to say so, but Neji charged at Hinata with murder in his eyes. As Neji was about 2 meters away, all of the Leaf Jonin and 𝐤𝐸𝐽 jumped in to save Hinata. Neji, you told me you wouldn't let this whole main branch thing affect you. Said Guy. Hinata coughed up more blood and Kurenai called for medics. The recovered 𝐫𝐸𝐽 jumped down to attack Neji, but Shino created a wall with his bug stopping him. You'll pay. You hear me, I'll get you. Said 𝐫𝐸𝐽. HMPH, there is no way you can beat me. Scoffed Neji before walking off. As Neji walked back up, Naruto confronted him. Neji, since Hinata cares for you I won't hurt you that much. Said Naruto, who walked away before Neji could respond. Temari vs Tenten. Tenten makes the first move and Temari easily dodges it. Team Guy was surprised that no weapon could even scratch or hit Temari. Tenten tries another attack that Temari repels using wind from her giant folding fan, before warning Tenten that if she sees all 3 stars, moons in the English anime, in her fan, the fight will be over. Tenten uses her twin rising dragons technique. Uncovering the 2nd star, Temari repels the attack, then Tenten uses strings to reuse the weapons. Uncovering the 3rd star, Temari repels the attack and traps Tenten in a cyclone. When Tenten falls from the cyclone, Temari makes her land on her fan, knocking her out. After being declared winner, Temari tries to throw Tenten on the many weapons scattered on the floor, but Rock Lee descends and catches her. He then attacks Temari, only to be stopped by Might Guy, who warns the Suna shinobi to not underestimate Lee. Lee vs Gaara. After a long wait, Rock Lee is matched to fight against Gaara. He begins the fight by attacking with taijutsu, but his attacks are blocked by Gaara's sand. To bypass the speed of his shield, Guy permits Lee to remove his leg weights. In doing so, Lee's speed increases and he manages to land hits, only to discover Gaara's body is coated in sand. Opening the first of the 8 gates, Lee launches Gaara into the air with several kicks. Catching him with his bandages, Lee uses the front lotus, only to discover he used it on a clone. Lee's target was actually only a decoy, a hollow clone made of sand. Gaara reappears and fights Lee, who is now weak from using his front lotus again. Lee quickly recovers, demonstrating his ability to open the 2nd gate. He then powers himself up by opening the 3rd gate, frightening even Gaara. Guy and Neji have flashbacks to before Lee became a genin, and right after he became one, showing his determination to be a respectable ninja through only the use of taijutsu. Lee's speed proved too much for Gaara, and his sand was no longer able to form a shield fast enough to be of use. Lee opened the fifth gate and used his most powerful attack, Reverse Lotus. Gaara survived this final blow due to him softening his fall by turning his gourd into sand. Lee went unconscious after using the Reverse Lotus. Gaara went back to the stands. Medics came to get Lee. Baki, Kankuro and Temari were surprised to see Gaara spare his opponent. Dosu vs Choji. Jai used his human bullet tank technique with the assumption that he was safe from Dosu's sound technique, but Dosu attacked and defeated him with one blow. After the final fight, all the genin who made it through to the finals came down. The Hokage told them that the exam finals would happen in a month to give them time to prepare and allow important dignitaries to arrive. Now to decide who will face who in the finals, you will each draw a number, said the Hokage. After everyone drew and said their number, the matches were determined as follows. First match Naruto vs Neji. Second match Gaara vs Sasuke. Third match Kankuro vs Shino. Fourth match Temari vs Dosu. Fifth match, fourth match winner vs Shikamaru. You now know who you will be facing, so use this month to plan accordingly and also to rest and recover. Until then, let us adjourn until next month. Finished the Hokage. Line break. Elsewhere, Kabuto prepares to kidnap Sasuke under Orochimaru's orders, but he is stopped by Kakashi and is forced to retreat. Line break. After the Hokage's announcement, Naruto left and begun to wander around the Leaf Village until he came by the hot springs and saw a 50-something-year-old man looking in on the women's baths. Pervert. Naruto screamed at the man, causing him to fall and hit the side of the hot springs. The women inside heard the noise and ran away, covering themselves up, causing the man to cry. The man looked at Naruto and growled. "You just destroyed my research," shouted the man. Naruto recognized the man. It was Jiraiya. Yeah, research. I like your teammate Orochimaru better, at least the guy is not a pervert, Naruto said as he walked away. Orochimaru? He met him, Jiraiya. Hey wait, kid, when did you meet Orochimaru? Asked Jiraiya. I met him during the second test of the Chunin exams. Later, pervert. Said Naruto, who jumped away. Wait, who are you, kid? Jiraiya. Naruto Ashura Otsutsuki. Naruto. Is that Minato's brat? He looks nothing like him now. And why does he have the same last name as the Sage of Six Paths, and what dojutsu does he have? Jiraiya. Hey, it's the pervert, let's get him. Shouted the women from the bath, now fully clothed. Oh crap, I better run. Thought Jiraiya, who was chased by about 50 angry women. Line break. I wonder if that pervert Jiraiya got a beating. Said Naruto as he walked around the village. Hey, I'm not a pervert. Said the old man, appearing in front of Naruto. Oh yeah, then what are you? Asked Naruto. I'm a super pervert. Said the man before summoning a toad and doing a dance on it while saying, I am a man who makes ladies swoon with his good looks and men tremble in fear from his very name, the sage of Mount Myaboku, one of the legendary 3 Sannin. I am Jiraiya. Lame. Said Naruto in a monotonous voice, which caused Jiraiya to fall off his toad. Hey you little brat, show me some respect, I'm a Sannin, for crying out loud, one of 3 people in all the land. A legendary ninja. Said Jiraiya as he stood up indignantly. In my experience, respect is earned from the individual, not the title. Now if you'll excuse me, I got places to be. Said Naruto as he walked away. After speaking to Naruto, Jiraiya goes to speak to Hiruzen about Naruto. Hiruzen then tells him about Naruto. Jiraiya was surprised to hear that Naruto had a dojutsu that can rival the Rinnegan. Time skip night. At Kikyo Castle, Dosu tries to kill Gaara so he can fight Sasuke in the finals, only to be easily killed by Gaara. Baki and Kabuto look on from the sidelines, having witnessed the attack. Baki and Kabuto then discuss their plans to attack Konoha. I am sorry that Gaara killed him. Baki. No need to apologize, he is simply a useless pawn. Kabuto. Kabuto, you are quite heartless. Naruto said as he appeared. Baki got on guard when he saw Naruto. He was about to attack Naruto when Kabuto stopped him. Relax, he is on our side. Kabuto. Baki calms down hearing this. What you hear, Lord Naruto? Kabuto said, giving a bow. Lord Naruto? Naruto asked. Since Lord Orochimaru holds you in high regard, I thought would call you that. Kabuto. You may address me however you please. Well, let me hear the details of the plan. Naruto. 𝐤𝐢𝐵 heard the conversation. After he heard the plans, he attempts to leave in order to notify the third Hokage, but he is killed by Baki. 𝐤𝐢𝐵's body was later found by a group of Anbu with 𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐵, wondering aloud what had happened. Next day. Sakura sits in her bedroom worried about Sasuke. Meanwhile, the third Hokage has a meeting with the Jonin regarding 𝐤𝐴𝐵's body found near Kikyo Castle. They discuss Orochimaru's involvement, although the Hokage concludes that they do not have any information regarding to the latter. He also expresses his trust to the shinobi that if Odagakure were to invade Konohagakure, they would assemble and fight. Later. Sakura goes to Yamanaka Flowers to buy flowers for Sasuke, where Ino is in charge of running the shop. After deducing that Sakura is there to buy flowers for Sasuke, Ino decides to visit him as well. Ino picks a rose, and Sakura picks 2 daffodils for Sasuke and on their way, they hear 𝐤𝐸 eating loudly. Peeking through an open window, they spot Asuma Sarutobi and Shikamaru, who are seated with Choji. In exchange for training with Shikamaru every day, Asuma has been treating Choji to barbecue. In the woods, Neji is shown training with Tenten. During his training, Neji collapses after having used too much chakra. Team Kurenai trains in the woods too, to prepare for Shino's match. Elsewhere, the 3 Sand siblings and Baki secretly discuss their invasion plans. At the hospital, the nurse permits Ino and Sakura only 5 minutes of visitation due of Sasuke's condition, however, Sasuke and his clothes are missing. Kakashi is undergoing the cliff climbing practice and after nearly falling to his death, activates the first gate. Kakashi uses his increased strength to make it to the top of the rock, only to see Sasuke waiting there for him. Next day, Naruto decides to go visit Hinata at the hospital. He meets Shikamaru on his way there. Shikamaru gives Naruto a fruit basket originally intended for 𝐤𝐸, who has been hospitalized for indigestion, having eaten too much. As 𝐤𝐸 complains of his hunger, Ino walks in with a fruit basket for him. Naruto goes to Hinata's ward, hospital room, he knocks on the door. Come in, Hinata. Naruto goes to the room. Naruto-kun. Hinata stutters. Hello Hinata, I am happy to see you look well, Naruto smiles. Thank you, Hinata blushes. What do you like me, Naruto? Hinata stutters before fainting. Few minutes later Hinata wakes. I just had the weirdest dream. Naruto-kun asked me if I liked him. Hinata. It was not a dream, Hinata. You have not answered me, Naruto. Gathering all of her courage, she tells Naruto how she feels about him. Well, I like you to Hinata. Naruto. You really like me? Hinata. Yes, I do like you. Naruto. Naruto-kun likes me to Hinata thought happy. Hinata, would you like to become stronger? Naruto. Yes, I would like to become stronger. Hinata. Okay, during this month I will train you. I come get you, Naruto said as he left. I will do my best for you, Naruto-kun. Hinata thought. He came across Kurenai while walking. She told him about the bet with Kakashi. Naruto told her it was fine. She didn't need to go out with him. She told him a bet is a bet. After seeing she was not going to budge on her decision, he decided to accept her decision. He asked if she would like to go to a festival. She said yes. Kurenai told him to meet her at house later. Time skip. Naruto stood outside of Kurenai's house with a small bouquet of flowers. He had a kimono on. She looked at herself in the mirror, congratulating herself for choosing the right yukata for the occasion. She didn't know where he would take her. After a while she decided to go open her door. She opened the door and looked at him, taking in every little detail about him. Now that I look at him, he is actually quite handsome. Kurenai. You look gorgeous. Naruto smile. Thank you. Shall we go, Naruto-kun? Kurenai. Would you close your eyes please? Naruto. Okay. Kurenai said as she closed her eyes. Naruto then activated his 𝐫𝐞𝐻 Sharingan and used 𝐾𝐬𝐸 to teleport them. When they arrived at the town where the festival was held, he deactivated his Sharingan. You can open your eyes now. Naruto. She opened her eyes. Where are we? How did we get here? Kurenai. I will tell you later. Let's go enjoy the festival. Naruto said as he grabbed her hand. The two bought food from the festival stands. They also played the games. They talked and got to know each other better. He told everything about him. It is time for the fireworks display, Naruto said. They then sat down on the grass. Naruto put his arm around Kurenai's shoulder while she laid her head on his shoulder, waiting for the fireworks to start, and soon enough they started as several fireworks went off, lighting up the area around them. They watched the sky as the fireworks went off. Naruto then turned to look at Kurenai while she was looking up at the sky. Her eyes shining bright as the moon each time a firework went off. Kurenai then noticed Naruto looking at her as she gazed into his bright blue eyes. Is there something on my face, Kurenai? He gave her a smile and said. No, there is nothing on your face. Kurenai would like to be my girlfriend. She wrapped her arms around his neck then gave him a kiss on the lips. Yes, I would love to be your girlfriend. Even if it means sharing me with others. Naruto. Yes, I am willing to share, Kurenai. Okay. I think it is time we went home. Naruto said as he activated his 𝐫𝐞𝐻 Sharingan. He used 𝐾𝐬𝐸 to teleport them. They reappeared in front of Kurenai's house. I better head home. Did you have fun, Kurenai-chan? She nodded and said. It was nice having a date with you. Let's do it again sometime, okay? Okay, Naruto. Naruto then leaves. Naruto, it is time for you to go to moon. Akai's. Okay, Naruto said as he uses Uematsu Hirasaka to go the moon. Naruto sees Toneri's castle. He goes inside. When he got inside he was surrounded by Toneri's puppet servants. Naruto Uzumaki, or should I call you Naruto Ashura Otsutsuki? Have you come here to recruit me for your cause? Toneri. Yes, Naruto. Why would I join you, Toneri? 𝐫𝐸𝐽 then decides to take Naruto's body over. He transforms into his original form. If you don't join him I will kill you. 𝐫𝐸𝐽 said as he released lot of chakra and killing intent. You are not Naruto, who are? Toneri said scared. I am the king of the Otsutsuki. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. The king of the Otsutsuki. Then why would you help Naruto kill your clan? Toneri. I am simply doing it because it is amusing. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. So what is your answer, boy? 𝐫𝐸𝐽. Fine, I will help him. I am guessing he doesn't know who you really are. Toneri. Yes, you are correct. You will not tell him or else you will die, 𝐫𝐸𝐽. I understand, Lord Toneri. Call me 𝐫𝐸𝐽. Lord 𝐫𝐸𝐽, can you grant me the Tensugen? Toneri. Yes, I can. Come here. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. He then gifted Toneri the Tensugen. Thank you, Lord 𝐫𝐸𝐽. Toneri said while bowing. I will be going now to free my daughter Kaguya. 𝐫𝐸𝐽 said as he disappeared. He then appeared where Kaguya was sealed. He then released the seal holding her. When Kaguya was released she relieved to see that was free. But she got scared when she her father. Father, is that you? Kaguya asked scared. Yes, it is me, my child. Don't worry, I am not here to punish you. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. You are not? Kaguya. Yes. Kaguya, I want you to serve my vessel. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. Your vessel? Kaguya. He will be your husband. Listen to everything he says. Do you understand? His name is Naruto. And don't tell him the truth about me. When he wakes up tell him 𝐫𝐸𝐽 freed you. 𝐫𝐸𝐽. Yes, I understand, father. Kaguya. 𝐫𝐸𝐽 then transforms back into Naruto. He gives Naruto control over his body. What happened? Naruto said. Hello, Naruto. Kaguya. Oh hey Kaguya. Wait, what? Kaguya. Naruto. 𝐫𝐸𝐽 freed me. Kaguya. I forgot Otsutsuki can take over their vessel's body. Naruto said. I convinced Toneri to join you. 𝐫𝐸𝐽 said. Thanks. Naruto thought. Well, let's go, Kaguya. Naruto said as he used Yamatsu Hirasaka. They went through it and appeared at his house. They went in. Time skip 1 month. Naruto trained Hinata. She became one of his girlfriends. Naruto and Kaguya also got closer. At first Kaguya served Naruto because of her father. She later developed feelings for him over the month. Naruto and Toneri became friends. Chunin Exam Stadium. On top of the arena. Finally it is time for the finale, thought Hiruzen. The Kazekage arrived with his bodyguards. Thank you for coming, Kazekage Dono. Take a seat, Hiruzen said as he points to a chair. No, thank you for inviting me to such an auspicious occasion. 𝐫𝐸𝐴𝐶𝐸𝐼𝐾𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐺𝐴�Ｙ Orochimaru said as he took a seat. Down in the stands. Sakura, where is Sasuke and Naruto? Ino. I don't know. Sakura. I am sure he will come, said Shikamaru with a yawn. So he is scared to fight me, thought Neji. Where is that Dosu guy? Sasuke and Naruto aren't here either, Shikamaru thought. Will Neji Hyuga and Naruto Uzumaki come down here? Genma Shiranui. Neji came down. Will Naruto Uzumaki come down? If he doesn't arrive in 10 minutes he will be disqualified. Genma Shiranui. 10-minute time skip. Genma was about to announce Naruto's disqualification. Until he appeared. Sorry I am late. Naruto. Well, he looks cute. Too bad he is going to lose to Neji. Tenten blushing. I would have gone on a date with him, but too bad that the leaf is gonna be destroyed. Tamari thought. Shouldn't we start, Naruto? Oh yes, let's begin. Thanks everyone for coming to the Hidden Leaf Chunin selection exam. We will now start the main tournament matches between the 8 participants who made it through the preliminaries. Please stay and watch until the end, Hiruzen said in a loud voice so that everyone could hear him. 8. 1 is missing, thought Shikamaru. Dosu isn't fighting anymore, because of that Shikamaru will fight Tamari. Okay, now, the first fight, Naruto Uzumaki vs Neji Hyuga. Genma, announced Genma ordered. DSS, he can't beat the Hyuga clan, said a villager. That Naruto's opponent is just too tough. The guy besides him said. Sasuke-kun isn't here yet, Sakura thought, worried. Ino noticed that and say, hey, don't worry, Sasuke-kun is alright, you should cheer your teammate here now, Ino said with a smile. Sakura nodded, yeah, you're right. But against him, it will be difficult to win, Ino said with a frown. Naruto will win, thought Sakura. Back to the arena. Well, let's get this over with, Naruto smirk. Fate already decided that I am the one who will win, Neji said as he stand in a Hyuga stance and activates his Byakugan. We will see, Naruto. Since both of you ready, begin. Genma shout. In the crowd. There isn't another who has received such thick Hyuga blood. Watch closely Hanabi. Heihachi said to his dogther. Yes father Hanabi. Back to arena. The match begins. Naruto throws kunai at Neji who dodges. Neji then rushes at and uses his gentle fist. Naruto dodges Neji's attacks. Outside of the arena. The Budo kills an Anbu in order to impersonate him. Back to arena. Neji continues his onslaught. Naruto dodged for a while until Neji stopped attacking. I can't land a hit on him. How is that possible? Neji thought as he jumped away from Naruto. Let's see how you handle this. Naruto said as he activated the Mangekyo Sharingan in his left eye. His left eye is hidden underneath his long hair. Naruto then conjured the arm of his Susanoo with a blade. He then swung it at Neji. I can't dodge. I have to use it. 𝐸𝐵𝐵's palms revolving heaven rotation Neji thought as he spun around to stop the attack. Naruto destroyed it. Father, wasn't that Hanabi? 𝐸𝐵𝐵's rotation the main family's technique. It is a technique that is passed down only in the main family. Heihachi. The master it on his own. He really is a prodigy. Thought Heihachi. Neji's ultimate defense. Naruto destroyed it. Tenten thought happy worried. I am confused. I know I am Neji's team, but Naruto he is just so cute Tenten thought. Back to the fight. Naruto gave Neji some time to recover. It's over, you are within my field of range. You can't escape my 𝐸𝐵𝐵. Gentle fist art 𝐸𝐵𝐵 64 palms Neji said as he took a stance. That stance it can't be. Thought Heihachi. Suddenly Neji rushed to Naruto 2 palms. 4 palm. 8 palm 16 palm. 32 palm. 64 palm Neji said. Neji's attacks phased through Naruto. Have we been surpassed by the branch family? To think the Hyuga's Kekkei Genkai would find its purest form in this child in the lesser branch. Brother you be so proud of your son thought Heihachi. I guess it is fate that you haven't landed a single hit on me Naruto. How did my attacks not hit him? Neji thought. Neji then noticed the change in chakra in Naruto's left eye. Does he have 2 doujutsu? That is impossible. Neji thought. It is time we ended this. Naruto said as he used the universal pull. When Neji was in front of him, Naruto grabbed him by the throat. Naruto brought him closer to the left side of his face. He then used the Sharingan to use a genjutsu on Neji. He showed him the future where he lost to him and how he had changed. After using the genjutsu Naruto released him from his grip. What was that? Neji says. That was my memories. I am from the future. Naruto whispers. The future Neji thought. Let's discuss this later. Naruto said as he summoned a few clones. The clones then used the Uzumaki barrage on Neji. After the attack was done Neji was lying on the ground unconscious. The people in the crowd were silent for a few seconds until they started cheering. Winner Naruto Uzumaki. Genma. The medics came to get Neji. In the crowd. Well Naruto won again. Maybe he can train me. Sakura thought. Damn it I lost most of my money by betting on the Hyuga, said a villager. Is that really Naruto? Ino. I like this kid. He won me quite a lot of money. I should give a reward. Anko thought. That was quite one-sided. The kid is good. Asuma. Handsome and powerful. Thought Tamari. You're quite strong my friend. Gaara thought. Naruto disappears and appears in front of the Hokage and the 𝐫𝐸𝐵𝐵𝐸𝐺 Orochimaru. Naruto what brings you here? Hiruzen. Well knowing Kakashi. He and Sasuke will be late Naruto. If Sasuke arrives late he will be disqualified. Hiruzen. I would like it if you don't disqualify him. Naruto. Why not? It would unfair to the rest who arrived on time. Hiruzen. Most of the VIPs are looking forward to his match. So it would be a shame to disqualify him. 𝐫𝐸𝐵𝐸𝐺 Orochimaru says. I see well. Okay I won't disqualify him but he won't be promoted to Chunin. Hiruzen. That is fine Naruto said as he disappeared. With Neji. Thank you Naruto for changing me. Neji said to himself with a smile. His smile leaves his face when Heihachi walk in the hospital room. Why are you here? Neji looks at Heihachi with a glare. Neji, I'm sorry, I came to tell you the truth of that day. Heihachi said and looking to the ground and he begun tell the story that Neji's father freely used his body to save his brother, not because of the main family, the reason is, that he wanted to choose his own destiny. Neji couldn't believe what he heard. Heihachi then said that Neji wouldn't believe that. Understandable, so he wait for the right moment. And this is it. Heihachi then suddenly kneeled down in front of him and pleaded to believe him. Neji looked at him crying and said. Don't worry I believe you, now, I will choose my own destiny. But not alone, with my friends and even Hinata-sama. Neji grinned at him. Doesn't fate decide everything like you always say? Heihachi. Naruto taught me that we all make our own destiny Neji. I should thank Naruto. Hiashi thought. Outside Neji's room. Naruto, not only did you win, you also freed Neji from his darkness. Thought Guy with a smile. At the stadium. Sasuke's match with Gaara is postponed. Genma. What a relief Sasuke is not disqualified. Ino. Where are you Sasuke-kun Sakura? Okay, next match. Kankuro vs Shinobu. Come down. Kankuro forfeits. Okay, Temari vs Shikamaru Nara. Genma. I guess I should forfeit, Shikamaru said. If you do I will tell your mother. Ino. Shikamaru instantly decides to go down to the arena. Shikamaru vs Temari winner. The fight ends the same way it does in the anime. Okay, we will take a 15-minute break. Then we will continue with the matches. Time skip 15 minutes later. Since Sasuke has not arrived we will continue. Next, Shino vs Gaara. Genma. Shino forfeits. Saying Gaara is too dangerous of an opponent to fight. Okay, next Temari vs Naruto. Genma. No hard feelings if I beat you. Let's go on a date sometime. Naruto. We will see who wins. Temari. Begin. Naruto, who still had his Mangekyo Sharingan activated, phased through the ground and disappeared. Where did he go? Temari and others thought. Stop hiding and come face me. Temari. Okay, Naruto said as he appeared behind her from the ground. Temari then turned around. She swung her fan at Naruto intending to hit him. Her fan phased through him. Naruto then grabbed her fan, he threw it away from her. Temari jumped away from Naruto and went after her fan. She was stopped by Naruto, who used the universal pull. When she was close to him, Naruto then grabbed her, he pulled her into a kiss. What is he doing? Wait, what, this kiss feels good. Temari thought. In the crowd. The kid is quite bold to steal a kiss from a woman, Anko said with grin. Naruto kissed that bitch, thought Tenten jealous. I wish Naruto could kiss me like that. Ino. Back with Naruto. Temari, give up, you stand no chance against me. Even Gaara is weaker than me. Even if he transformed into Shukaku he would still lose. Naruto whispers. Gaara is weaker than him. Temari thought. So do you give up? Naruto. I forfeit. Temari. Winner Naruto Uzumaki. Next match, Naruto vs Gaara. The winner will fight against Sasuke. Genma. Okay, begin. Suddenly many leaves fell down as a wind come and Sasuke and Kakashi appear as the leaf clear. You finally arrived. Genma. Sorry we are late. Is Sasuke still able to participate? Kakashi. Yes, he is. He will fight either Naruto or Gaara. Genma. Why don't we make this a three-way match? Naruto. Genma looks to the Hokage. Hiruzen allows it. Okay, the final match will be between Naruto Uzumaki vs Sasuke Uchiha vs Gaara. Kakashi body flickered to the stands. If you are ready you can begin. Genma. Why don't you two team up against me? Naruto. I don't need help to beat you. Sasuke. If you only have gotten faster, learned Lee's taijutsu style and learned the Chidori from Kakashi, then you will need all the help you can get. Naruto. How did he know what I learned, what I taught Sasuke? Sasuke and Kakashi thought. In the crowd. I seriously doubt those two can beat him even if they teamed up. Anko. I didn't think they would face each other. It looks it will be Naruto's win. There goes Sasuke's chance at a promotion for Chunin. Kakashi thought. Back to arena. Well, let's team up Uchiha. You should know Naruto is more powerful than both of us. Gaara. Sasuke hated to admit it, but Gaara was right. So he decided to team up with him. Fine. Sasuke. Sasuke went through hand signs. When he was done he shot a fireball at Naruto. The fireball phases through Naruto. Why didn't my attack hit? Sasuke thought. Naruto has the ability to let attacks phase through him. Gaara. What? Then how we are gonna hit him? Sasuke. His use of that ability must have its limits. Gaara. Gaara is right, it does have limits, but you don't have to worry about me using it again. Naruto. Gaara then sent his sand at Naruto. Naruto was surrounded by the sand. Gaara then wrapped his sand around Naruto. He then used the sand coffin on Naruto. Blood was seen splattered. Gaara summoned his sand back to his gourd. On the ground laid Naruto's corpse. In crowd. But the brat is dead. Why didn't he just phase through the sand? Anko yelled. Naruto, Sakura said worried. It can't be, Naruto is dead. Kakashi thought. Don't worry. Naruto-kun is fine. Hinata said as she appeared. Hinata, where were you? We were worried about you. What happened to your eyes? They look like Naruto's 𝐫𝐞𝐻. The others except Kurenai were surprised to see Hinata with the Tenseigan. Naruto helped me awaken the Tenseigan. Hinata. The Tenseigan. How can you and Naruto have the same eyes? He is an Uzumaki and you a Hyuga. Kakashi. Well, he is an Otsutsuki. The Hyuga, Uzumaki Senju and a few other clans are descendants of the Otsutsuki. If you want further information you will have to ask Naruto. Hinata. Otsutsuki. She didn't mention the Uchiha, but I am guessing they are also descendants to the Otsutsuki. How is Naruto directly related to that clan? Kakashi thought. Back to arena. The Dobe was defeated that easily. It can't be. Thought Sasuke. Uchiha Naruto would not be defeated that easily, so keep your guard up. Gaara. Naruto's corpse then disappeared in a poof of smoke. The clone was the thought of many. Sasuke decided to activate his Sharingan. He looked for Naruto. Naruto was nowhere to be found. Where is he, Sasuke? Right here. Naruto said. He appeared in front of Sasuke. Naruto kicked him. Sasuke was sent flying. Sasuke lands safely. Enough, I am going to finish this. Sasuke said as he went through the hand signs for the Chidori. What is he doing? I told him never to use that on a comrade. Kakashi thought. After Sasuke finished the hand signs he had the Chidori in his hand. He instantly rushed at Naruto. When he was about hit Naruto with it, Naruto substituted himself with Gaara. Sasuke stabs Gaara with the Chidori in his arm. Gaara screams. Shukaku, it is time to start the invasion. Gaara thought. Whatever, kid. Shukaku. Blood. It's my blood, Gaara screams as he starts transforming. Before the match could finish, however, a smoke bomb was set off in the cage's box. Kabuto uses a genjutsu to put almost everybody in the crowd to sleep. The Konoha ninja that were present are able to fend off the genjutsu. The Konoha crush commenced. Many people in the stadium fall asleep, except for the third Hokage, several Jonins, the Sand Team Temari and Leaf Genin. Outside of the stadium many snake were summoned by Sound and Sand Shinobi. The Jonin and the Chunin at the gate react fast and defend their village. Back to the stadium, the Kazekage takes the Hokage to the roof. He grabs him and holds a kunai to the Hokage's neck. As they landed on the roof, suddenly 4 Sound Ninja appear. Each of them standing in a corner of the roof. They making a barrier around the 2 Kage like a square so that nobody come in or out. The barrier is made of purple flames, which will instantly engulf those who come into contact with it, thus preventing anyone from entering or leaving the area. An Anbu member tried to go through the barrier. He was burned to a crisp. The Sand Village is betraying the Leaf Village. Hokage. The treaty between our villages was simply a trick to make you let down your guard. Kazekage. Do you want to start a war? Hokage. Exactly, the Kazekage of the Sand reply. Armed conflict resolves nothing, we should seek a resolution for negotiation. There is still time. Kazekage don't know the Hokage trying to avoid the war. Perhaps the fear of death makes one more cowardly with age. Sarutobi sensei. The Kazekage said at the last part with the other voice. You. Sarutobi mumbled as he recognized that voice and widened his eye. Back to Naruto, Gaara and Sasuke. Gaara was holding his hand on his wound he got from the Chidori of Sasuke. His team-uppers beside him, alongside their sensei. Gaara, the plan. Baki said, but it seems like Gaara was not listening. What's wrong? Kankuro asked. Oh no, Temari stutter. You fool, trying to transform into your complete form before the signal. Baki. It's impossible to proceed now. Temari said as she see the condition of Gaara. Then what are we supposed to do? Do it without Gaara. Kankuro screamed. What's going on? Sasuke wondered. After a few seconds of silence, the Sand Team sensei come to a conclusion. Abort the mission, you guys take Gaara and retreat. Temari and Kankuro were surprised to hear that. What about you? Temari asking. I will join the battle now, go. Baki. Temari and Kankuro took Gaara and left. Is the leader of the invasion Orochimaru? Genma. Who knows? Baki. What is going? Sasuke demanded. Sorry, but the Chunin exam is now over. You two go pursue Gaara and the others. You're already Chunin level. If you're a Leaf Shinobi, then make yourself useful, Genma reply. Sasuke still didn't know what was going on, but nodded and quickly followed Gaara and his team. Naruto disappeared in a poof of smoke. Kakashi noticed that. Back to the Hokage and Kazekage. So Gaara was useless, Orochimaru said as he saw that Gaara and his team jump away. I see, so that's it, Sarutobi said calmly. In the crowd. It's not just that, the situation is more dire than that. Look at the roof of the central Watcho Tower, Guy said, as Kakashi looking. That's barrier ninjutsu, Kakashi said. Kakashi, look within the barrier, Guy said. Kakashi finally see who inside the barrier and his eye widen. Back to Orochimaru. Your foolishness has caused the leaf to fall further and further behind. I have won, Orochimaru smirks. Heh, it's not over till it's over. I thought I taught you that. Sarutobi start as the Kazekage reveal his true face. Orochimaru. Sarutobi finishes sentence as Orochimaru face come out. I thought this day would come eventually, but you won't get out my head so easily. Sarutobi said. I told you should hurry and pick the 5th. Orochimaru smirked. Because you will die here. The 3rd Orochimaru finishes sentence with evil. "A large number," Kakashi said as they see many sound nins in front of them. "It's not just that, the situation is more dire than that, look at the roof of the central Watcho Tower," Guy said, as Kakashi looking, "That's barrier ninjutsu." "Kakashi, look within the barrier," Guy said. "That is Orochimaru." Kakashi. "Why is Orochimaru here?" "Is here for Sasuke-kun." Sakura thought. "Sakura, I got a mission for you." Kakashi. "What is it?" Sakura. "I want you go get Kiba, Shikamaru and Shino. You four are going go after Sasuke and the Sand team." Kakashi. Kakashi would have chosen Hinata, but she mysteriously vanished. "Does Naruto plan not to help us?" Kakashi thought. "How will we track down Sasuke-kun?" Sakura. The question was answered when Kakashi summoned a dog. This guy, Pakin, will be able to track Sasuke down by his scent. Kakashi. "Go now. Me and other Jonin will take care of this," Kakashi said as he took down a few sound ninja. Sakura along with Pakin went to get Shikamaru and the others. She told them about the mission Kakashi gave them. After telling them, they went after Sasuke. As the group leaves the stadium and enters the forest, Pakin senses that they are being followed by 9 Oto ninja. To act as a distraction and buy the others some time, Shikamaru stays behind to slow down the ninja. After altering his surroundings to give the impression that the group went in a different direction, Shikamaru lies in wait for the following invaders. Once they catch up and take notice of the apparent change in course, Shikamaru traps the group with his shadow imitation technique. Shikamaru notices, however, that he has only managed to catch 8 of the 9, indicating that one ninja had been following behind to protect the others. Running low on chakra and therefore running out of time that he can restrain the ninja with, Shikamaru throws shuriken at the group so that he can find out the location of the 9th. The shuriken are all stopped by the free ninja's needles, and Shikamaru tries to extend his shadow to the ninja's location, though he doesn't have enough shadow to work with. After keeping the 8 at bay for a while longer, Shikamaru's chakra runs out and he is forced to release the group. Freed, the group encourages the 9th ninja to be the one to kill their captive, and in response, a ninja appears behind Shikamaru. The ninja, however, catches everyone by surprise, as it is revealed to be Asuma Sarutobi, with the 9th ninja in tow. In a flash, Asuma takes out the other 8 and he tells Shikamaru to take a rest. Back to Sarutobi and Orochimaru. Suddenly Orochimaru cry, Sarutobi noticed that and ask, "Are you that happy?" But suddenly Orochimaru stick his kunai in his own hand. "Trying to kill your own master, yet you still have the heart to feel some small amount of sadness." Sarutobi smirked. "I finally feel better." Orochimaru said, "No, I was just tired." I yawned and a tear leaked out, "That's all," Orochimaru replied and walking away from Sarutobi. "Heh. I thought so." Sarutobi smirks. "Well, let's start, Sensei Orochimaru." The 3rd Hokage took of his Hokage outfit, revealing his fighting gear underneath. Orochimaru comments that the 3rd came prepared for their battle, and the two stare each other down. When one of the tiles on the roof cracks, they begin their battle. The 3rd starts by sending hundreds of shuriken at Orochimaru, who blocks the attack by summoning 3 coffins to shield himself. The 3rd, recognizing the coffins, deduces what Orochimaru is trying to do and attempts to stop the coffin summonings and stops one. Only 2 coffins open, and the reanimated corpses of the 1st Hokage and 2nd Hokage step out. The 2 deceased Hokages greet the 3rd and comment on the impressiveness of Orochimaru being able to summon them. In response, the 3rd states that he regrets having to see the 2 again as opponents and tells them to prepare for defeat. Orochimaru prepares the 2 Hokages for battle, removing the effects that death has had on their bodies and erasing their personality. Angered by Orochimaru's use of his former teachers, the 3rd attacks the group, though his efforts are neutralized and he is thrown back and restrained by the 1st Hokage's ability to summon trees. Realizing he's outnumbered, the 3rd summons Enma to help him in battle, who transforms into a large staff to give the 3rd a weapon. With Enma in hand, the 3rd tries to attack Orochimaru, though he is again repelled by the other 2 Hokages. Using his failure as an opportunity, the 3rd plants explosive tags on the 2 Hokages, taking away each of their legs. The legs, however, regenerate, showing the 3rd that conventional attacks are useless. Sarutobi-sensei, you stop and just accept your death. Orochimaru. What can I do? Hashirama-sensei and Tobirama-sensei will regenerate from any damage I make on them. I guess I have to use. Hiruzen thought. Out of options, the 3rd prepares to use the only jutsu that will work, though Orochimaru first decides to show him something. Removing the mask he had been wearing, Orochimaru reveals his true face, that of a young woman whose body Orochimaru had stolen and begun to occupy. Recognizing this as Orochimaru's success in finally achieving a path to immortality, the search for which he had been expelled from Konoha for, the 3rd begins to understand why Orochimaru has come to Konoha. To take the body of Sasuke Uchiha. Determined to not let this happen and to rectify his mistake of allowing Orochimaru to escape years earlier, the third creates 2 shadow clones, and all of the thirds prepare to use dead demon consuming seal, a technique the third claims Orochimaru, despite his extensive knowledge of jutsus, has never seen before. As the demon called forth by the seal, only able to be seen by the third, readies itself, the third is forced to endure the other 2 Hokage's blows, weakening his old body even more. As soon as the seal is ready for use, the third shadow clones each grab hold of a Hokage, and the demon plunges its hands into each. Momentarily regaining their senses, the Hokages all apologize to each other, the first and second for the trouble they've caused the third, and the third for the fate he has sentenced them to. The demon pulls the souls of the first and second from their bodies, and seals them within the bodies of the third shadow clones, causing the clones to disappear in a puff of smoke. No longer inhabited, the first and second's bodies dissolve, revealing themselves to in actuality be the bodies of Zaku Abumi and Kintsuchi, 2 genin Orochimaru had entered into the Chunin exams and had now sacrificed for his means. Angered by Orochimaru's careless use of his subordinates, the third grabs Enma and exchanges blows with Orochimaru and his Kusanagi sword. Throwing the Kusanagi and Enma aside, the third grabs onto Orochimaru, and the demon of the seal plunges its hand into Orochimaru. Sensing that his soul is being removed from his body, Orochimaru calls his Kusanagi to him, stabbing the third in the back. This turn of events forces the third to halt the removal of Orochimaru's soul, the latter of which questions why he didn't block the attack. The third explains that in exchange for using the sealing technique, the user is sentenced to death, as was demonstrated by its use by the 4th Hokage on the demon fox years earlier. Due to large amount of his soul that has been removed, Orochimaru is now able to see the demon of the seal, just in time to witness the consumption of the Hokage souls affected by it. Once eaten by the demon, the souls are trapped in its belly, forced to spend eternity in a constant battle of hate with one another. This revelation brings fear to Orochimaru's eyes, who tries to ensure the third dies before he can be given that same future. The Kusanagi in the third's back and the soul partially removed from Orochimaru's body. The third, wise as he is, has used this time to come to the conclusion that he no longer has the strength needed to completely remove Orochimaru's soul, and decides instead to make this Orochimaru's last battle. Having the demon of the seal turn its attention to Orochimaru's arms, the third prepares to complete the only seal he can now make. Hoping to break the third's will to go on, Orochimaru reminds his former master of the casualties Konoha has suffered at the hands of his invasion, saying that Konoha will crumble. Disheartened that Orochimaru would so quickly forget the abilities of Konoha's ninja, the third reminds his former student of the Konoha ninja's desire to protect their village. All throughout the village, battles between Konoha's elite and the invading forces rage on, and despite the overwhelming forces united against them, the fighting few of the village utterly defeat the enemy. Determined to prove his point and to finally prove to Orochimaru that power does not lie within knowledge of techniques, the third seals Orochimaru's arms, taking away his ability furthermore of using jutsu. As Orochimaru's arms fall useless to his sides. "Sarutobi, you bastard. How dare you take my arms from me? Is that what you thought what I would say?" Orochimaru laughs. "What do you mean, Hiruzen? Naruto-kun told me that this would happen. I didn't actually believe him, but look, it really happened. He told me he would heal my arms after this." Orochimaru whispers to Hiruzen. Anbu members are outside the barrier. Orochimaru does not want to reveal his involvement with Naruto. So Naruto betrayed the village in the end, Hiruzen thought as he died. "You four, it's time to retreat, Orochimaru." The four cancel the barrier and take Orochimaru away. Sasuke eventually manages to catch up to Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari. As Kankuro prepares to fight Sasuke in the hopes of giving Temari and Gaara time to escape, Shino-Aburam arrives to fight Kankuro in Sasuke's stead, wanting to have the fight he had been denied during the finals. As Sasuke goes off to continue his pursuit of Gaara, Kankuro unveils his puppet Karasu, and Shino readies his bugs for battle. Kankuro uses Karasu's new arsenal of weapons to try and poison Shino, though Shino's bugs allow him to make a number of otherwise impossible evasions. As Kankuro continues to direct Karasu, Shino is able to navigate his bugs in secret to Kankuro's location, which consume his chakra and prevent him from moving. With Kankuro no longer able to move, Shino collapses, Karasu's one successful strike finally taking effect. As Kankuro and Shino's fight draws to a close, Sasuke again manages to catch up to Gaara. Kiba and Sakura also arrive. Temari decides to take them on. Gaara runs again. Sasuke goes after him. After a while of chasing Gaara, Gaara stops. Finally stopped running. "The time has finally come for us to battle." Sasuke. "Sorry, but your opponent will be me," said a deep voice. Suddenly vortex appeared and out of it a masked man appeared. Sasuke recognized the man. He was the one from the wave mission who saved Zabuza. "It is you again. Just who are you, Sasuke? It is nice to see you again, brother." masked Man Naruto. Brother, what does he mean? Sasuke. You are not my brother. The only brother I have is that bastard Itachi. Sasuke. I assure you and I are brothers. Well, we were in our past life. You shouldn't call Itachi a bastard, after all you are the one he loves the most. Masked man. Naruto knows a lot of the Leaf Village dirty secrets, including the truth about the Uchiha massacre. That sick bastard Itachi does not love me. Quit spouting nonsense. Sasuke says with anger. Fine, then let's fight. Masked man. Sasuke activates his Sharingan and rushes at him. The two get into a taijutsu battle. Masked was beating Sasuke easily. Sasuke, seeing this, decided jump away. With taijutsu like that you won't beat Itachi. Masked man. Shut up. Take this, Sasuke said as he made the hand signs for the fireball jutsu. When he finishes, he shoots at the masked man. The mask stopped the fireball by using the Amaterasu. The black flames engulfed the fireball. What is that? Sasuke asked. He saw the black flames. That is one of the techniques of the Mangekyo Sharingan called Amaterasu. Masked man. Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke thought. Did you kill your best friend to awaken it? Sasuke. No, I gained it from training. Masked man. From training. Sasuke. Sasuke, let me show you another technique of the Mangekyo Sharingan before I leave. Masked man as he summoned his Susanoo. What is that, Sasuke? This Susanoo is destruction itself. The masked man said as he swung the blade of the Susanoo. The attack destroyed a huge part of the forest. This display of power frightened Sasuke. So this power of the Mangekyo Sharingan. Does Itachi have this power also? If he does, I don't a chance against him, Sasuke thought. Sasuke, do you see now you don't stand a chance against Itachi? Masked man. Well, anyway, this is goodbye for now. The masked man said as he disappeared in a vortex. Well, it looks you will have difficult path, Uchiha said before he disappeared. Damn it, Sasuke screams. Ari goes to get Temari, who defeated Kiba and Sakura and also Kankuro. And retreat. At the stadium. The Chunin in the stadium confront the only two remaining invaders. With Kakashi's encouragement, Kabuto removes his Anbu disguise and whispers to Baki that they should retreat. They retreat. As the last of the invading Odo and Suna ninja flee the village, the elite of Konoha gather upon the resting spot of their Hokage's body. Time skip. During the Hokage's funeral a few days later, the ninja of Konoha vow to remember his sacrifice forever. Kakashi was suspicious of Naruto and Hinata. They were nowhere to be found. I hope you guys liked the story. If you did, click on any of the videos which are popping on the screen right now. I promise you'll love them too. If you like my videos, you can like and subscribe too. I'll see you on another amazing What If video, guys. Love you all, peace.